Hello, my name is Amber. Welcome to Symbols for Living. This is a love reading for Capricorn for May 2016. So I can see here that we've got a few swords cards, which are standing out to me in the reading and seem to be talking to decisions that need to be made, or you feeling like you're at a point where you need to make a choice. Also, it's talking to me with the swords cards that you may be feeling kind of trapped, slightly trapped mentally, or going through mental stress. And you're a little bit worried that that you're not able to really see your thoughts clearly. Kind of trapped by your thoughts. Or you've got a lot of conflicting thoughts that are possibly causing you to be indecisive, or causing you to be slightly, or causing you to feel trapped, and you're a little bit worried that you won't find your way out. However, you do seem to be fighting quite hard for it. And the chariot card also crosses your central card, which does talk to me about balancing your mind and your emotions, finding the magical kind of center balanced point of equilibrium. It's almost like walking a tightrope, but you've got the blessings of having, some sort of harness or two other ropes to hold on to as you tread across the rope. But you still have to find that balance, even though you have the support and the security. That's how I read. Well, that's one way that I read the Chariot card, is that it's almost like walking a tightrope. So finding that balance and moving forward with in that balance kind of way. But it also talks to me about compassion, which is why I do believe that you are supported. When the chariot card comes up, it does remind us that it is a major arcana card, and that it is a very supportive, secure energy being represented by the sign of Cancer. So you are protected. And also with the Empress card at the base of the reading, again, this does say, yes, you are being looked after. And really and truly, this whole situation that you find yourself in now is actually being born out of a place of self-nurturing, self-love, loving others, and also being nurturing to others. And also finding your inner point of balance, because the card is represented by Venus, which is linked to many goddesses of balance, and also to the sign of Libra. So I would say it's about finding your own happiness within, finding your own happiness, finding your own balance point, finding what makes you feel nurtured, and not to worry too much, and I think you are leaving that place of worry. I don't think you're worrying that much anymore. You do have some positive things coming in to your life in May. You've got the Star card here in your environment, which shows me that either you found somebody who fulfills your characteristics of the dream person, or you just found something in your life, whether it be a new business opportunity or a new something that literally was your dream come true. Or you've now set your sights on the dream. You now can see the dream being possible from what you see around you. So you're feeling quite inspired in your environment. And that's probably why the worry card, the 5 of coins, is in your recent past, the position where things are leaving. So you are leaving that situation. You are now feeling more balanced, or trying hard to balance your emotions and your thoughts and steer them in a direction that is more supportive to your ultimate happiness and your ultimate comfort and your feelings of being nurtured. We do also have the Knight of Swords here as your incoming energy. So again, it does talk about you being quite decisive, thinking quite positively, mastering the mind. The Knight of Swords is a mastermind. He thinks quickly because he can. He acts quickly because he can, because he thinks things through quite quickly. Emotions don't get in the way with him. He may very well have an emotional side, but when it comes to acting or making plans or finding a way forward, he uses the power of his mind and does that quite quickly, efficiently, and successfully. And that's the energy that's coming in for you. And then where you find yourself is the Two of Swords. So you are becoming more decisive. It looks like you are thinking more positively as well, and which hopefully will help you find that decision, or make that decision that you need to make, or maybe you have already made that decision that you need to make in love, which has now empowered you as the Knight of Swords to move forward and think more positively about your love situation. Crowning the reading, we've got the Seven of Swords, which talks to secrets and also leverage. So yeah, I mean, it looks like you have now, or at least, yeah, you have now basically got more mental leverage. You either know a secret now that you didn't, or you, for some reason, are thinking of yourself more now. You basically are balancing your thoughts out. That's how I'm reading it. You've got more, you're searching for more balanced mental, possibly even emotional life in May. And you are thinking about yourself more, because we have the Empress card at the base of the reading, which does talk about, self-love and self-nurturing and being able to be filled up to the top yourself so you can then give to everyone else, and understanding the importance of self-nurturing. So it looks like maybe you are being a bit more selfish this month, but that in a way is balancing things out. Because I think before you were worrying too much about something, and this is now left. But you've still got some mental stresses for some reason. You've still got some mental stresses, but luckily, I mean, that's apparent with the Nine of Swords at the very center of the reading, but it is crossed by the Chariot. And the Chariot card always is going to trump any pip card. So it would definitely suggest to me that, yeah, you need to kind of be easy on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Really think, are you really, with the Eight of Swords here, just asking you to choose your thoughts wisely. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be cruel or hard to yourself. We're all human. We all make mistakes every day, all day, and it's always going to be that way. So forgive yourself, move on, be fair to yourself, show compassion to yourself. The Chariot card is ruled by Cancer. Show compassion, balance your thoughts out, get your thoughts straight. Your thoughts at the moment with the Nine of Swords is saying they're not straight, and you're being harsh to yourself. You're jumping to conclusions. And it's saying no, think things through, be a bit more cleverer. The Seven of Swords also speaks to someone being, too clever for their own good sometimes, but just being sharp and being clever and having that leverage mentally over the situation. And with the Knight of Swords coming in, it shows that is going to happen, and that energy has come in, and you yourself have realized all of this. And this has been spurred on either by a lady that's come into your life that's very much like the Empress. She could be a very Venetian type person. She could be a Libra. She could be a Taurus. She could just be a very feminine person. But then at the same time, very grounded, a very mature person, possibly an older person than you, that has offered you this nurturing, and she herself could be causing you to feel quite sad, possibly, or making you feel guilty, or maybe you feel guilty about the past that you have with her, or maybe something's recently happened with her. But she's definitely at the base of the reading, so she maybe has caused this new decision that you've made to think more clearly, or to have a more balanced, or to make the effort to have a more balanced kind of thinking process about your love situation. It looks to me as well that if you are coupled, if this is a person that you are at a decision point with this person, and with the Star card being in your environment, it looks like, if it is the Empress that is this older woman in your life, that she could very well be, to you, really be someone important, really make you happy, maybe even feel like your soulmate, like feel like, whether or not they are or not, that's a different thing, but they may feel very much like your soulmate, what you've been looking for. She holds a dream for you. She inspires you. And you could very well inspire her too. But as a couple, you seem to look to the future and see quite a bright, positive future as well. But it looks like, if you're in a couple with the Eight of Swords being in your hopes and fears, that I think it's the thoughts that is causing you to fear, maybe the way you think is keeping you trapped in some way. Or your thoughts about the situation, about this person, is making you, maybe you're limited in the way that you think about things. You're limited. Those Eight of Swords just talk to limitations and constrictions in the way that you think, or the way you think is holding you back or making you feel trapped. So this person could be making you feel trapped, very much so. But again, this is in your head. So you could be feeling like the thoughts that you're having maybe are possibly holding you back from progressing in the relationship. We've then got the Five of Wands as the outcome. So for singles, completely single, you may find that you may come across a lot of people while out there dating or meeting new people that have got very strong opinions, who are opinionated, who've got something to say, and you may have to, stand your ground. But with your newfound mental agility this month, it could be hopefully quite fun and not too heavy, because it is only a 5. It's not too heavy. It could be banter even between you both, or it could be Yeah, you could, if you're single, it could just be banter. If you're in a couple, then you could be having a battle of wills, a battle of will. So you could be having silly arguments, petty arguments over what each other wants, but really and truly, ultimately, the very fifth wand stands directly in the middle, which always suggests to me that actually you both want the same things. Because if you didn't care about any of it, you wouldn't even be arguing, in love readings. If you didn't care about each other, you wouldn't even be arguing. You'd be like, I'm not even going to argue because I don't actually even care about this, But when you care, you will argue. So, and that then would say that really and truly, you need to recognize that you actually are fighting for the same thing. You're fighting for the happiness for both of you. So, but it's definitely a battle of wills. So whoever wants to be the grown up can. And then you don't have to argue. It's strife that you don't need. Ultimately, it is asking you to be the bigger person, use the wisdom that you have attained, and remain in the chariot. Don't fall off because of your ego-ish arguments. You be the one to remain balanced. Know your worth, know what you need to fight for and what you don't need to argue about. And keep your eye on the goal. And I think you're going to find it easy to do anyway, because you've got so many swords cards here. You've also got the 3 of Cups at the base of the reading, which does suggest to me that there will be a lot of kind of socializing with friends and stuff. So this month, if you're single, you might find you are socializing with a lot of people. You are going out. You are a lot of drinks with friends, family, even a lot of social events. But it should be really positive with the Empress card at the base of the reading. You're in for a really kind of lovely, quite positive month, where you will feel quite comfortable and at home with these people. Although, there may be quite a lot of banter. So, have fun with that. Try and have fun with it. And keep an open mind with the 8 of Swords being there. Just remember to keep an open mind. Don't take any of this too personal. It is only the 5 of Wands. Have some fun with it and remain balanced. If you are in a relationship, the 3 of Cups, again, would suggest that you guys are out having fun and you're drinking and you're talking a lot as well. To me, this card also speaks to communication in groups. A lot of fun together. It's possibly you, them, and alcohol. That's how I see this card. There's 3 cups, but we're speaking to a love reading. The likelihood is that if you're in a couple, it's just a one-on-one thing. So the 3 of Cups suggests to me, rather than there being a third person in the relationship, there very well could be. You could very well be still kind of together with someone, but having an open relationship and having a lot of fun with it. Or it could be that it's you, them, and a lovely bottle of wine, and that's how you guys have fun. So but definitely the reading just talked about balancing your emotions and your thoughts, and also just being careful not to be too close-minded, and to be aware of your thoughts and really being a master of your thoughts this month, and then making that decision as to how you want to move forward, possibly with this Empress that's in your life, this older woman, or whether or not you don't want to do that. Just making the choice and really using the power of your mind with so many swords cards here today. But the good news is that the Five of Coins is leaving the situation, and there's a lot of positivity to look forward to. Otherwise, no really negative cards in the reading. So it looks like you are moving forward in a brand new direction, or a more focused direction anyway, with some new choices to make. So I hope that that was helpful. Please do leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to look into the reading more and get some more information for you. Because we're always constantly learning. So yes, I learn from you guys too. So leave a message either at my email or down below. Thank you very much for your likes, subscriptions, and your sharing of my videos. I'm really truly touched, and thank you so much. And apart from that, I'll just leave you with the advice of always to choose love and not fear. Have a great May. Take care. Bye-bye.